Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm back again to my topic. My name is Marta Gore. Beside me, my brother Sarles Lado. Sarles Lado, I have question for you. Yes. Question taibab shikida Sarles. Zaman ita kunta jit min Africa lahadi hina na America. Ita jit كويس تستغير كويس وتاجر كويس لحد تخلص مدرسة بتاعك. إتا قريت مدرسة دي كيف؟ هل في زول ساعدك بمدرسة دي ولا دي رئيس بلد دي يا ساعديتا عشان تخلص مدرسة بتاعك؟ كان دي رئيس بلد دي برضو احنا دايرين نعرف عشان كمان احنا عندنا الناس بتاعنا هناك تبانين في أفريقيا الدير يساعدوا عشان كلام دينا براسل لمنو لرئيس بتاعنا في أفريقيا هناك أنه رئيس بلد دي قامل شنو ل disabled people. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, my sister Martha. First of all, I would like to greet our viewers and say thank you for watching to our channel. It is very appreciated. You guys are very, very fantastic. Thank you for watching. As we are continuing to discuss our topic of disabled people, I would like to say that I'm going to translate the question of my sister Martha so that the viewers will understand what she was asking about. My sister was asking me about when I came to this country, United States of America, how did I start my education here? What was the kind of support that I get? Was it that I'm supported by the government of this country? What kind of support? And how can we translate this support or transfer this support to our countries in Africa so that we can support the disabled people too? This is very excellent questions. But I will start like this. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Martha. I'm very grateful to be with you here today. And I would like to be, brief is possible because the topic about education for disabled people is very broad. There is a various kind of disabilities. There is a, blind the disabled community. There is a deaf, blind, disabled community. There is a deaf disabilities community, and then you have autism, and you have some cognitive disability. So a lot of different kind of disability, and people who have lame or they have problem to walk also. But this kind of disabled, they are supported with different kind of support so that they can fulfill their role as a education as a student in the class. And we are very grateful for this country in giving their attention and support to disabled people to be educated in this country. This is something great, and I believe our countries in Africa should do the same. So let me begin, with my, support that I got as a disabled person. First, when I come to this country, of course, the first things that, I was not, aware of is technology. I don't know anything about the technology. And here in this country, to be able to go to your college or university, of course, you need to have the technological skills. So first, I went to training for technology. So I went to training for technology so that I know how to use computers and any other, relevant devices associated with the students' skills. So I was trained in technology. I was trained in Microsoft Word. I was trained in Excel. I was trained in the operation of JAWS for Windows. Is a software that translates the Windows on the screen to the voice, so that anything that appears on the screen, a blind person will be able to listen to it and know what is exactly on the screen. So and many other applications that I was trained so that I can be really a very equipped student to do my job independently. So besides like a scanner, we can scan the textbook with the scanner, and then we can convert it into electronic format that computer can read the book to us. And then we do have embossers, like those are printers that we can print. We can convert these print text into braille, so that we can print out the documents instead in print. We can print it out in a what do you call, yeah, in a print format. We can print it out in a braille format. So those are all techniques. Besides the electronic books, there is books that can be converted electronically and we can access it online. Or maybe the old type was like record the books in cassettes, audiobooks, and then we can listen to our books through the audios. But those are outdated format now that people are not really using them, like reading edge. Reading edge also is another device that is outdated now. I think you cannot find them in the library anymore. So those are a great deal of the support that government has provided for disabled people, for blind person like myself, so that I can go to school as an well-equipped student, so that I can do my assignments like any other ordinary student. So going to school, of course, there is a buses. I was trained how to use the bus so that I can go from place to place. I was trained actually, independency skills, like how to manage to stay by yourself, manage your apartments, to keep it clean. You can cook and you can do all those stuff by yourself. Go to shopping, and by using bus, and also go to school by using public transportation. So that was the way how I start, have the training technology and have mobility training. And then I start going to school by using bus, of course. And then I applied the knowledge that I was trained in technology to do my independent job as a student. This is the way how I get my education, through the government support. And the government support, of course, is a budget that given to an agency called a blind agency, or dependent on the states. Some other states they call it differently, but in Minnesota it was used blind, the agency for the blind. Okay, they provide all kind of technology for blind people and other sort of disabilities. Here in Nebraska, it's called Commission for the Blind. They can train, and then they can provide educational support or employment support for that matter. So this is really good. Besides the laws that this country has put in place in order to support the discrimination against disabled people in a workplace or in a school. So with the laws, also, that was what this country has done, in order to provide the protection against discrimination for people with disabilities. So, for example, of these laws, ADA, America with Disability Act, was enacted in 1985 by the former president George Bush, the senior.
Wow.
So disabled people are very grateful, and they really appreciate that kind of leadership, and we wish that our African leaders should do the same, so that one day African disabled will be proud and say thank you to them. So we do have also affirmative action, that is like no discrimination in workplace for anybody, including disabled people. So disabled people are very fortunate in this country that they have a great support given by the government, by the citizens of this country, and we are very thankful, we are very grateful, and we wish that our countries, especially in Africa, South Sudan, and other countries, their leadership should really looking into this matter seriously, because disabled people are very smart people. They need to be given the tools, um, so that they can get that education, so that they can be employed, so that they can be a national contributors, pay tax, and help their families. So this is what I would like to say. Our leaders, you try not to undermine disabled people because they are part of you, they are part of the community. What we are seeing in African streets, disabled people are being neglected. They are being laying on the street begging, and doing all those kind of stuff that are not fair. All children must be given equal opportunities regardless of their health condition, or disabled or not disabled. They have to be given that open opportunities for them to be educated and being treated as a citizens, and not the citizen on the bottom of the society. And thank you so much for listening.
Wow. Thank you, Charles.
Welcome.
Yeah. Semeta kuna asma min Charles. Madrasa tahina urais tahina go give my disabled people ita babada madrasa taki min sena ula lahadi jama free wale girish. See, takona na different kebir shadid. Lakin ta'allena fi Africa. Ita biga disabled there, ita biga also kalas cross line. Cross line, ita biga lejino. Also ita bes bintas riomak tamut to that's it. They are adaptana to Africa. All about Africa kulu. Ma South Sudan barao. Africa kulu. لأن disabled people بس هايمين جبا هايم الماشي فتش أكل في الشارع. حالة بطال شديد. لكن كده شوف بلد ده في ناس ما عنده إيدان بيسوق عربية ما عنده إيدان. يعني الناس دي بيتيجي تكانيتا بيجا سيكل تاكياتو نو بيتيجي تمام. سي يعني الناس اللي عندهم mental في الراس ده في بلد ده ما في حاجة قاليزو لمو راسو ما كويس ولا كده في عنده مدرسة بتاعه بيدرسوه وبيشتغل سالا بينظفوا سالا بعمل شنو لازم ده شغلته هو باخد تشيكته دان سي رئيس البلد ده. God bless America. Thank you. Share takum video ده jamaa. Anna hibitakun. Who always kalami ma binta min kasmi. All over the world is respect disabled people and احترم تكون disabled people وشكرا تكون شكرا كتير. We love you guys. We love you. Thank you.